Greetings everybody, this is Grizzly Bear 92 here, and welcome back to Season Mystery, The Cherry Blossom Murders. This is the very last episode. Now, in the last episode, if you remember correctly, we managed to save the girl, Ayori, and we found out that Timmerman and Fox were working together to hold her hostage and were helping blackmail him, but Fox ended up being murdered by the third man who gave Ayori her garland in her hair, only known as Boss. So now we are searching for clues to identify the mystery man, essentially, and we investigated Ambassador Tilly's office and discovered that he was a former boater which is a bit suspicious because the person who killed Fox used an angler's knot, which is used by people experienced with boats and fishermen and such. So now we were moving on to the kitchen to investigate, to see if there are possible any clues in the kitchen. Shell. What else am I looking for? Cherries. Newspaper. Peacock feather. Just here. There's the tiny heart. A cat. Pendant. There's a chicken. Poor chicken is dead. Hungry. I already had lunch, I can't be eating. Again. Flipping out. Triangle. So now I just need the trumpet. No. Now I just need the glove, which is I feel like a burp might be coming up. So if I do just suddenly burp, I apologize in advance. I can feel it bubbling away. So glove, I don't know. Please. Ugh. I thought it was bread. But it wasn't. Detective, look at the knot Ibisu the cook used to tie those meats. It's an angler's knot, alright. I wonder where he learned to tie it. Oh, it's the same type of knot. I recall him saying. Flashback. Good fish chowder I make when I sailor boy. We needed a flashback for that. He spent time at sea then. Still, that doesn't prove him responsible for any of these crimes. No, but it does make him suspicious. I'd like to talk to both the cook and the ambassador again. You suspect Ambassador Tilly? I suspect everyone, but there's that pesky diplomatic immunity. Of course, if you question the ambassador in the murder case, relations between our countries might become strained. But if I were to ask the questions as contrite as he feels towards me, he should cooperate. Back to the office again. God, back and forth. So you were at the gala at the Imperial Palace all evening about the ambassador? Yes, the local police informed me of Fox's death and I immediately asked them to investigate. I was horror-struck when I learned of both Fox's involvement with these crimes and his suicide. Naturally, that was what Chief Yamada said after finishing his investigation. No reason to think otherwise, is there? Tell me, Ambassador, is Ibisu in the embassy this morning? No, poor fellow. He needed to take a few days off to care for his mother. He received word yesterday that she's quite ill. Quite ill indeed. A sick mother, with Tilly having an ironclad alibi. That seems a little too convenient, don't you think, Detective? I do think so, Irene. I suggest we visit the kitchen again, Mrs. Pemberton, to perform an even more thorough search. Indeed. The game's afoot, Detective. Whoa. That Sherlock Holmes reference. I beg your pardon? Oh, just something an old friend of mine used to say. To the kitchen, and oh. Hey, very nice. An old friend of yours. No wonder you're so good at investigating, Irene. Wasted as a wife of an... I don't know what Richard's job was, to be honest, of an MC person. Let's just call it that. Bucket. Important, I don't know why. Clover. The boot. found the fan. Didn't I? No, what was it I found? Oh, that was the bellows. Oh. There's an actual fan in here. Whoops. I honestly thought I found the fan, but I found the bellows instead. Oh. Where's the fan then? No idea. I need to find eggs. Egg. And there's another one which is incredibly tiny. Up there. Right, now, fan. Looks like it'll be a picture on a wall of some kind. It could be... oh, it's on a plate instead. Okay. There's one place we didn't look for clues, the fireplace. Hey. Yep. Now we're getting somewhere. Do you see anything in there? 15 pieces of evidence in the fireplace. Well, there are of course different colours to the actual ash left behind, so it's pretty easy to figure out, to be honest. Last piece of evidence. Oh, there's one more. Which is that? Look, a broken bottle. Let's put it back together and see what it contained. I remember this one. Reassemble the bottle. Yep, and this one, it works out a little bit differently because the bottle can actually... Hang on. This all connects like that. I know that much. That connects over here, I believe. So then I can start... yeah, you have to like find a piece at the bottom first to start connecting everything up. You can't just suddenly start connecting things. This goes here. This goes there. Now rotate. I do like the idea of the fact that you have to like be rotating the whole bottle to be piecing everything together. It's very realistic, I suppose, is one way to put it. I'm missing the last piece. And there we have it. Oh, wait a minute. I wasn't fit on properly. Sleeping powders. Those half-filled cups of tea in both Richard and Fox's offices when they were killed. A beast who could have drugged Fox's tea easily enough, he could have sneaked into house to drug Richards. Then, once they were unconscious, he could have stabbed your husband and hanged Fox, making both murders look like suicide. I found this paper partly burnt. Scrap of paper in there too. Thing that says Peter. I think a beast who intends to leave on a ship. Possibly. Well, possible. But St. Pier could be either the west or east piers, and there are many docks in each. 12 must be the time the ship sails, but it could be anywhere from 12 to 12:59, and the bottom line could be part of the ship's name. We must get to the docks now. The docks. Here's the schedule board. Let's see if any ships match the information we have. Find all the ships that match the clues, right? So it could be 12. That's from dock 13. That's from dock 17. Oh, SS Mar. So yeah, it could be that one. Could also be, I believe it's this one. And yeah, that's it. Just two of them. There's no time for both of us to go to each ship. We'll have to split up. If you find a beast with trash, try and get a policeman and I'll be there as soon as I can. Now, which ship did you choose? Dock 12 or 17? I do believe Dock 12 is the correct answer. Yep. Going somewhere, ABC? What the? Oh, Missy Irene. How nice you come say bye-bye to Ebisu. Ebisu on way to visit old sick mother. You could stop the pidgin English, Ebisu, as if that's your real name. An ignorant cook could hardly have devised your plan of smuggling, forgery, and murder. What you say, Miss Yadi? I say that you worked with Timmerman and Fox to force Gensai to commit great forgeries by kidnapping his daughter. Then, when Fox learned of it, Richard learned of it. Oh my lord, I'm getting as bad as Ebisu, honestly. Then, when Richard learned of it, you killed him the same way you killed Fox. Did you prove such silly story? Ebisu not think so. Oh yeah? That what you think? You prick. Sleeping pills. You drugged Fox's tea in the embassy with a sleeping powder and then hacked him. And you probably entered our house and put the same drug into Richard's teapot, after which you stabbed him and wrote the note. Monsieur, in Ebisu not sleep well, that's all. Having sleeping powder is no crime, no proof of nothing. Of hanging. Ha! Fox was strung with this rope, tied with an angel's knot, which only seamen would know how to tie. Fox hated the ocean, but you admitted to me that you'd been cooking on a ship. Many people have been to see this Japan, we big island, that know what we call solid proof. You are wrong, Ebisu. I have evidence that will prove you're the man who kidnapped Harry, and only that man would have had the motive and means to kill both my husband and Fox. One final item. Well, the only item we haven't picked. Yeah. This garland was given to Iori by the plot's mastermind, and you can see his finger marks on the ribbon. Look, have you ever heard of fingerprinting, Ebisu? No. What is fingerprinting? It's a new method of identifying criminals. They take the little lines in your fingers and compare them to the finger marks on smooth objects. What if the police compared your finger marks to those on this ribbon? Ebisu not know. Would they find a match, Ebisu? Would they prove that you were a smuggler, a kidnapper, a murderer? They would indeed, you slimy bastard. I do believe, Mrs. Pemberton, that you know too much to live. I'll kill you just like I did your interfering husband. Careful, Ebisu. You haven't drugged my tea. Oof. You go, Irene. Ha, is it even loaded? What does a woman know about guns? About to find out. Oh. Irene. What a badass. This woman knows enough to put a bullet into your evil heart. My husband always thought I should carry one of these. One can never be too careful in a strange country. Are you going to shoot me? No. As much as I'd like to, I'll just hold you until Detective Fujikawa's. How ironic that your single act of kindness, a gift to a little girl, now condemns you. Caught the murderer, guys. Well, you figured it out. So Suda, or Ebisu, decided he'd have his own antiquities made. Your husband learned of the plot when he found a vase confiscated in a raid in which he assisted. Hiroshi Suda. Smuggling in Kobe, forgery in Osaka, and theft in Nagoya. No convictions, but he was arrested. He was suspected of a murder in Kyoto. Somehow Suda became aware of his interest and told Richard that he wouldn't learn anything more. Yeah, as you can see, it says here, he speaks and writes English fluently, and he was a seaman in his youth as well. So he's very dangerous. He should be considered dangerous. Suda needed only a few months for Sukuma to make a large number of different forgeries. He'd sell them as expensive originals, make a small fortune, and probably leave Japan. And we got in the way, and Timmerman was in on the plot from the start. Yes, his business made a good cover for them. Too bad for Suda that Timmerman wasn't more low when we caught him. He told us everything. Here's a copy of his confession. I, Francis Timmerman, do declare that I conspired for Hiroshi Suda and James Fox to kidnap Gensai Schoolboy's daughter in order to force him to create forgeries of antiquities to sell on the black market. I had nothing to do with the deaths of Richard Pemberton and James Fox. Suda admitted to me that he killed Richard Pemberton and told me that he did not trust Fox and wished to remove him from our partnership. I believe that he murdered Fox in order to keep him from talking. Written confession. I swear under pain of penalty for perjury that the above is true and accurate, and there's his signature. Yes, with that confession, Timmerman takes his own neck from the gallows, but he hangs Suda. So he's gonna get hung for it. Can't say I'm sorry, but why was Fox in on it? Did Suda want another pair of eyes in the embassy? Either that or Fox discovered what Suda was up to and started to blackmail him, so Suda let him in on the scheme. And killed him when it started to fall apart. Yep. All about the money. All about the money. Well, it's all over now. Richard's name has been cleared and his killer brought to justice. Yes, thanks to you. Look, the cherry blossoms are nearly gone. Wow, spent a whole spring here investigating this. And it's time for me to go to take Richard home. Time to finally say goodbye. Farewell, my love. I miss you more than you could know. Farewell. You're taking his body back, so it's not really goodbye just yet, is it? Farewell. Farewell, Mrs. Pemberton. Typos. There's a lot in the second half. I feel like it's because they were trying to rush the game and get it finished as soon as possible, to be honest. Because this is easily fixable. Easily fixable. Irene, if I may, it has been an honor working with you. May your journey to America be a safe one. May you one day return to Japan. Yeah, Irene, you should come back. Perhaps I will, one day, when the cherry blossoms bloom again. Good work. Female Sherlock, this one. Ending credits! And with that, everybody, the series is finished. We discovered exactly what was going on. We managed to figure it out, and now it's just flashing through all the different crime scenes, and you can see them. They look... This is such a gorgeous game, and you know, I mean, the art... Oh god, sorry. The artistic style and the colours they use is so vibrant and beautiful, and it makes everything clear. And I mean, they paid attention to every little detail in this game, every little detail, which is highly necessary, particularly in a game where it's a lot of still images. It's necessary to pay attention to a lot of different things because people are staying out for so long. If anything is off, you know, it will be noticed eventually. So it's just great, and the story was well planned out. I did think it was. I mean, it did kind of get a little bit obvious towards, you know, in certain bits here and there. I mean, once you start putting the puzzles together and such. But great game. Honestly, I do enjoy this game massively. One of my favourites of recent times, I would say. Yeah, the story was good. The music is very, as you can hear, the music is such a calming, relaxing music. You know, it's a very casual sort of game style and game and such, and you can just kind of take your time, relax, and play through it, and not stress too much. Thank you for playing. Yes, really enjoyed this game. And I thought it made a lot of sense as well, especially with all the little puzzles in between and such, and tiny little bits. And yeah, now we got cherry blossoms falling as we say goodbye. This is the last episode of Season of Mystery, the Cherry Blossom Murders. Thank you for joining me for this whole 6 episode series. I do apologise. Give a thumbs up, give a thumbs down, like, subscribe, tell me what you think in the comments of this episode, or if you want the whole series in general. You know, share it with others. Tell people about it, watch it all over again from the beginning if you want. Buy the game yourself if you want to try it out, play through it yourself. And yes, hopefully I will see you guys all in my next series. I haven't decided yet what that is. I've got to get through Contrast first, but that shouldn't take too long either. But yeah, hope to see you guys in my next video and in my next series. So bye.